crypto media outlet CoinDesk mulls potential sale. Now, Charles Hoskinson went live on YouTube. That's how I found out about this earlier today, actually announcing that he is considering the purchase of CoinDesk, right? So there is that to take into consideration, which would be extremely interesting because he does, carry a lot of weight within the altcoin industry, and it's, or the altcoin space, I suppose. I mean, to the point to where if he gifts, the devs of a cryptocurrency a Twitter account from the devs or from another cryptocurrency, nobody really bats an eye. It's kind of odd there, and the influence that he has. I think he made a couple good points. He said if anything is talked good about Cardano on CoinDesk, then people would put that into question. And then even if people talked negatively about Cardano in CoinDesk, they would take that as a biased opinion. So I guess the question really is, at the end of the day, is it really possible for somebody that participates within the industry on a developer level or a founder level for a cryptocurrency, should they be able to own a media outlet, right? And I mean, at the same time, there hasn't been much transparency with CoinDesk in the first place, right? The reason why it's going bankrupt is because, or why its potential sale is because it is under basically groups of people, or managed by groups of people that are going bankrupt, right? So CoinDesk Incorporated, a crypto-focused media company, has engaged investment bankers at Lazard Limited to evaluate options, including a partial or full sale, the Wall Street Journal reported. CoinDesk is exploring a potential sale due to the worsening crisis at its parent company, Barry Silbert's Digital Currency Group. Over the last few months, we have received numerous inbound indications of interest in CoinDesk, said CoinDesk CEO Kevin Worth. Meanwhile, CoinDesk's sister company, Genesis Global Capital, might file for bankruptcy as early as this week, Bloomberg reported. DCG's other entities, including crypto asset manager Grayscale Investments and Bitcoin miner Foundry, are also under financial pressure. DCG acquired CoinDesk in 2016 for $500,000. The news outlet grew rapidly due to the growing interest in crypto and reportedly generated a revenue of $50 million in 2022. Sources told Wall Street Journal that DCG had received several unsolicited offers for more than $200 million in the past few months for CoinDesk. It is interesting to note that CoinDesk was the first to report the irregularities in the financials of both crypto exchange FTX and its sister trading firm Alameda Research. The report triggered the eventual collapse of FTX and caused panic in the crypto market at a time when sentiment was already weak due to rising interest rates and macro pressures. Amid all this turmoil, several cryptocurrencies and crypto-backed stocks fell significantly. Bitcoin shed over 50% of its value over the past year. Now, like I said, this brings up a ton of different questions, right? Like, in news media already, mainstream media, we are aware of, dealings within mainstream media and different political figures and so on that clearly influence the way different media outlets report, right? We know that on like the mass scale. We know that there's also things like investments from entities, that are, whether they be, McDonald's or Pfizer, it doesn't really matter. It is going to influence, of course, the way the news approaches that subject if they are paying for those, for those advertisements. And that it does bring into question, a majority of the cryptocurrency outlets, news outlets, as well as cryptocurrency influencers, right? We've talked about this time and time again. We warned about it. I warned about it during the bull market and the bull run because I'm fully aware of what kind of offers are sent out to influencers. And I'm sure the same goes for cryptocurrency news outlets as well, right? And one of the things that I thought Charles Hoskinson brought up that was interesting was having a whole section of CoinDesk that would allow for basically PR releases from coins where they could basically announce whatever's going on their network, but it would be clear that it was coming from those coins. I don't know if he would expect CoinDesk to receive any sort of monetary payback in return for having this specific section, but that would be interesting to see. It would also take quite a lot of his net worth, which also would be along the lines of like, if I was him, I would look at like how that impacted Musk negatively and probably say maybe it's not the best idea to do this. That being said, 50 million in revenue for 2022 sounds good, but you got to ride out the bear market and then you got to come out swinging hard in the next run to make up that 200 million, right? It's not like it's going to make 50 million in revenue for 2023. It's just more than likely not going to happen given the current circumstances and the current outlook on cryptocurrency and the current, of course, like Google trends surrounding cryptocurrency. I mean, the fact of the matter is that a majority of the reduction in ad revenue has come directly because of the downfall of cryptocurrency on platforms like YouTube, right? Where we saw essentially, like me personally, something around an 80% reduction in ad revenue from YouTube just within the past quarter, right? So the last quarter of 2022, an 80% reduction, right? I mean, to the point to where it is it is completely impossible to actually make a living off of it. But then you compound that with the fact of like the cryptocurrency markets being bad and so on and so forth, and you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't look like it will return anytime soon. So a $200 million investment in a platform, a news outlet that already has, I think, kind of a little bit of a negative stigma surrounding it, right? Was also related to essentially a collapse, a bankruptcy with GGC or Genesis Global Capital. And you have to wonder if it's really worth the purchase. And I would posture no. I think it probably goes to worth a lot less than they're currently saying, right? Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.